Hi, welcome back to my tier list series. Today we're going to be ranking cryptids on a tier list. I'm just going to jump right into it. First one we have on the list is the Hopkinsville Goblin. I wanted to include at least one goblin on the list because I too identify as a goblin. I am kind of doing research as I go. The Hopkinsville Goblin was apparently reported in the 1950s in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. It has huge eyes, its hands are out of proportion. It's kind of like alien-like. Like the typical alien you would think of when you think of an alien. Did I word that weird? And then it's wearing some type of like metal plate, like a chest plate, like armor, I guess. So I think they were trying to kill it, but when police arrived to the scene, there were no footprints, no anything to prove that there was any goblins there. So I think with there not being a lot about this goblin, I'm gonna put it in B. The only reason why it's in B is because it is a goblin, but it's not like there could be better goblins probably. That was just the first one that I found. And then next on the list we have the Fresno Nightcrawlers, which is personally one of my favorites because they just look like walking pants. They're just little white pants guys with their little legs and their little pant bodies. There's only been 2 appearances of them. They've been spotted in Yosemite and Carmel, California. So they're very small. I don't know what 1.5 meters is. I'm so sorry. I'm so stupid. I'm looking that up in feet. Cue American flag backdrop. Cue fireworks, eagle noises. So, okay. Actually, they're kind of tall. They're 4 feet 9 inches. So that doesn't make them as cute anymore, which is disappointing. And they have been admitted to be a hoax, which, surprise, most of these are. Yeah, this one is interesting because they're kind of cute, and I like how silly the whole idea of walking pants is. So for that, I'm putting that in A tier. And then next we have the Bat Squatch. So the Bat Squatch was seen near Mount St. Helens in the 1980s. It resembles basically a Sasquatch with wings, kind of primate-like. I have beef with the Sasquatch. I hate Bigfoot. I hate him. I hate the stupid little picture of him that we're going to see in a minute because he is on this list. I hate everything about him. I hate his stupid big feet. I hate when I went to Mount Denali. Denali
Mountain. Denali Mountain.
Denali. But yeah, when I went to Denali
Mountain,
I saw this perfect like lookout of the peak. Beautiful landscape. I was taking my picture, and then in the corner I noticed this big wooden silhouette of Bigfoot. Ruined my picture, ruined the vibe. I hate Bigfoot. I hate him. So because of that, because of my beef with Bigfoot, he is going to go down on the list a little bit. But, his redeeming quality is that he is a bat. And I like bats. So because of that, I'm putting him in C. So next on the list we have, I think you say this, Owl? It's like a... Oh, how would I explain this? Hold up. So, kind of like the bear squatch, it is a bat-like creature with wings and everything, but this one just looks cooler. It says to have a wingspan of 18 to 28 feet. So this guy is huge. So yeah, big bat guy, basically. I'm going to put him with the goblin, because I don't think he's quite on the same level as Bat Squatch, but I don't think he is in the same line of the Fresno Nightcrawlers. So next we have the bear dog, and I only included this because my dog's name is Bear, and I thought that was funny, but apparently it is a creature that is not related to a dog or a bear, but they have similar features of both a dog and a bear, obviously given the name. They were apparently found between the border of Canada and Alaska. So this is like a cryptid that is like prehistoric. So, like, there isn't like recent sightings of them. The most recent fossils date to about 2 million years ago. So, there's not much information on these. They're just a little guy, a little bear dog. Because of the name, I'm putting it in B. Otherwise, it would go in C for me just because of the lack of information. And then next, we have the Yeti. So, the Yeti is an Asian Bigfoot inhabiting Nepal, Russia, and India. So, it's kind of the same vibe as Bigfoot. It's just like it's a snowy ape, basically. I think I hate the Yeti less than I hate Bigfoot, but I'm not like, oh, the Yeti's so cool, you know? So, for that, I'm going to put him in C. Next, we have the Jersey Devil, which is a personal favorite of mine just because of the name. Like, it's just a weird creature from New Jersey. It has hooves, a snake's tail, bat wings, and a head that looks something like a horse. He's very weird looking. There have been sightings reported of the Jersey Devil since the beginning of the 1700s, and apparently he glows. The Jersey Devil can glow, I guess. And also it can breathe fire and poison, I think. So he's also a dragon, kinda. So the Jersey Devil is a pretty popular cryptid. I think he's kind of cool. So for that, I'm putting him in A tier just because the thought of like just a creature from New Jersey is really funny to me. So next we have the Mongolian death worm, which is literally just a giant worm. It looks like the worms from Dune. It's the same vibe. So they were allegedly existing in the Gobi Desert. The worm itself looks like the dune worms, just significantly smaller. It was described as a worm shaped like a sausage about 2 feet long. So it's not crazy big, but it's definitely big for a worm. And apparently it was so poisonous that if you touch it, it's like instant death. Like you're melting basically. So big poisonous worm from the desert, I think, is getting B tier for me. Just because it's so silly and I like silly worms. Actually, because he's a silly worm, he's going into A. Next, we have the chupacabra, which is another very popular cryptid. It is known as a hairless beast that kills animals by sucking their blood. I mean, like, his name kind of translates to goat sucker. So there's a big wave of chupacabra sightings in the 1980s to 1990s. The chupacabra kind of just looks like a hairless dog with, like, mange, maybe. Just, like, they kind of look crusty. They're just crusty dogs. It is known for having large red eyes, fangs, claws, lizard-like skin, a spiny backbone, or a human or ape-like shaped body. And they often were just mistaken for hairless dogs. The chupacabra is iconic, though, and because of that, I'm going to put him in B tier, but I just don't think the chupacabra is as cool as the little pants. I don't think really anything is. And then next we have another really popular one, which is the Loch Ness Monster. If you don't know who the Loch Ness Monster is, you do. You know who the Loch Ness Monster is, okay? If you haven't heard of that, I don't know where you've been. There's that one movie that I liked as a child. You seen The Water Horse? That movie I've probably watched 300 times as a child. That's what I picture when I think of the Loch Ness Monster. It's just like this little water beast. It's kind of like Lapras, the Pokemon. I think the Loch Ness Monster is cool, so I am just going to put it with the Chupacabra. Actually, no, I'm not. I think because of it being like a water animal, I think that's kind of cool, and we haven't seen that yet. They've just kind of been all flying bat, bear, primate creatures. So because of that, I'm putting him in A tier. I also keep using he, him pronouns for all of these. I don't know why. Because I don't think of the Loch Ness Monster. I don't think of any of these gendered. So ignore that. I don't know why my brain's doing that, but it is. So we are both going to have to live with it, I think. And then next we have the Lone Pine Mountain Devil, which is another North American folklore cryptid. Apparently, it is a relative of the New Jersey Devil. It only attacks creatures that disrupt the peace, which I don't really know what that means, like the peace of their natural habitat, I'm assuming. It kind of just looks like a winged velociraptor bird thing. It's kind of cool. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy this one. It is known to be bat-like, which we see that with most of these other ones. I think because it looks like a dinosaur, though, I'm going to put it in B. Because I still don't think it's as cool as the Loch Ness Monster, but it's pretty close. And since I've been thinking and looking at my list, I'm putting the walking pants in S. Just because I do think I like the pants better than the Jersey Devil. I think I've been comparing each one of them to the Fresno pants man. We're going to change it. It's now going to look like this, and we're all going to accept it, okay? Ooh. Next, we have such a good one. I love hellhounds. I love hellhounds. I love hellhounds in fiction, video games, everything. I think they're so cool. I don't need to say much about them. They're hounds from hell. They're also described to have like 3 heads too sometimes in fiction. Super cool. Going straight to S. We don't even need to have a conversation about them. There's no discussion. Just right to S. Oh. Next we have Bigfoot. It's going straight to D. I hate him. Like, this stupid picture of him too, where he's like, let's be serious. Let's be serious. Like, there's no way that the only picture of you that apparently exists looks like this, you know? Like, I hate him just for that. Okay, and then next we have the werewolf, which I love werewolves. I do. If you watch my streams, you've heard me, before. I can't stop. I literally can't. They're so mean. Werewolf is going to S. No questions, no hesitation. We're moving on. Oh my god, okay. So the Mothman is another super well-known cryptid. If you don't know who the Mothman is, he's just like a big moth, all black, has these huge wings, red glowing eyes. Also apparently appears when something bad is going to happen. And the first recorded sighting of the Mothman was in West Virginia in like 1962? 1966, I just looked it up. But the Mothman has been all over. I think he's also in Fallout 76, which I have yet to play. If you want to follow my Twitch and watch me play games, it is Stinky Binky Games. Sorry, quick plug, so sorry. I just kind of like his name, and I like the idea of a giant moth. I think he's kind of cool. Straight to S. So lastly we have the Wendigo, which is another very popular cryptid. I know I keep saying that, but I picked a lot of popular ones for this tier list. And it's just kind of this tall, skinny, skeleton-like figure with like a deer skull face. It has antlers. So basically the Wendigo possesses other people with the hunger to eat other humans. So basically just like convinces you to be a cannibal. And apparently the Wendigo is stinky. Apparently you can smell this guy from a long distance away. Kind of like me. This is literally me and Wendigo. They hate to see me and Wendigo coming. They just smell like something died, basically. They're just kind of gross. They're gross but cool. I kind of like the idea of them. Just like these like Slenderman type creatures in the woods. They're also aggressive. They're never satisfied. They're constantly looking for their next victim. They just want to keep making everybody cannibals, basically. I think the Wendigo is a pretty unique cryptid, even though they're stinky and gross, that they're kind of cool in their own right. So because of this, all of this information that I have given you all, I'm going to put the Wendigo in S tier. Alright, so that is my tier list. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of what I've ranked and where you would have put something instead, or let me know of other cool cryptids. Or if you want me to do another cryptid video tier list thing, or a tier list of something else, just comment anything on your brain. Just say something, anything. Tell me what you ate today. Did you drink enough water? Answer that, you know? Doesn't matter, just just let me know what you're thinking and if you're doing okay. There we go. Here it is. And I will see you all next time in my next video. I'm Stinky Binky Games on everything. Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. Go follow my Twitch. Just kidding, you don't have to, but I would appreciate it if you did. Because I do stream a lot. I'm unemployed right now, so any help is help, and I would appreciate it. So, thank you all. And I will see you next time. I don't really know what I'm doing, but okay. Bye!